Welcome familia to another vlog, and I know I'm actually going to another city. I was in Bali and now I'm going to Italy, and I have a confession to make. I've been slacking. Okay, let me just sit down because we have to talk seriously about this. I'm so sorry about what I did to you, because I know I was supposed to like update you about Bali, but the truth is I had such a good time there. I will put some pictures of some of the activities I did. Quick recap about what happened, because obviously I was supposed to do a vlog and I didn't do it because then my sister came and I went to spend time with her, you know. So I felt like I just wanted to have a break, to be fair, from vlogging, from filming, from everything. So quick recap of Bali before we go into the vlog of Italy, okay? So first of all, I think people say online, and I've seen on TikTok and blah blah blah, of course it's social media, but they say that Bali is cheap, and Bali is not cheap. I don't know who thinks that Bali, maybe it's cheaper if you go like as a group of people, but as a solo traveler it's not cheap. I mean, it's cheaper than like if you went to get like a table in Ibiza, I don't know, like in a beach club there, of course. But I personally, I don't know how, but I managed to spend so much money in Bali that I've ever spent in any other vacation for a month. I don't know why, maybe because you think, oh, it's cheap, maybe the currency, I don't know what it is, but I don't think Bali is not being cheap for me. Okay, so if people maybe have done it wrong, like let me know. The gyms are like, they cost you a kidney to enter, like 30 euros for one entrance. You can still get like I think you can get like a weekly pass or something. You can save a little bit, but for me, like thinking that Bali, you wouldn't think is so expensive. However, overall, I feel like it's a very nice place to go. I might go back next year, or I might try something different, I don't know. Be prepared for you're in a jungle, okay? So be prepared, you sleep with the lizards. And I'm like so scared of lizards, but I was sleeping with a lizard every single night. And one night, I literally had it on the pillow. Imagine me screaming. Like, the way to move around is Grab. It's like a little scooters that you get, because the traffic is so bad nowadays because it's over touristy now. But there's so many things, nice food places. Personally, you have to be careful with the food because I got sick 3 times. So for me, I liked it, but I think maybe going there for 1 month is a little bit too much for me personally. So that's my view of Bali. Very sum up. Now let's on to the next holiday, which is just going home to see my family. So I got everything ready. It's a mess here, but my flight is late. Let me show you my outfit. You guys know I always travel in like brown for some reason. This is my outfit for traveling. I always like to travel in brown. Anyway, let's go, because guess what? Who's late? Your favorite. What is it with the airplanes that we have to make? The airplanes so cold.
Tecnologia! Tecnologia!
Okay, looking like Bob the Builder. My sister is also here. We're going to the beach. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Look how much I'm sweating, guys, by the way. Can you see? Absolutely boiling. But we're walking from our home to the beach because it's been so long since I actually took some steps in Dubai. I swear I don't walk. It's been a while now. Look how cute the path is to the beach. It's like these like little trees that interlock together. And honestly, I'm gonna be biased, but the beach from Palermo in Sicily, the water is normally the best I've ever seen. It's my sister over there. This path, specifically this, reminds me of childhood when me and my sisters used to be dropped by my parents. Obviously, they used to drive us, and we always used to say, hey Chiara, or Anastasia, or my sister, we're like, do you see the blue thing over there? That's the sea. We were so silly, but we always say it now. Oh, hey, do you see that blue thing over there? It's how we're saying now. And every time we go to the beach, it always reminds us of that. It's a little cute core memory from childhood. Yes, never mind. The water is green. What happened? Oh my god. Okay. And look how busy it is over there. You see? It's packed. See how many people? because August is actually one of the worst months. August is actually the worst month to come because the water is normally actually dirty. I forgot about this. I'm a tourist now. So the water, you see how dirty it is? Like what's happened to it? I don't even know. And also it's very, very crowded because everyone is on holiday. Everyone is on leave. Everywhere is overly crowded. You see there? You can't even move. And there is no space to move. Nothing. Literally zero. But in Sicily it's nice because it's got both the mountain. You see the mountain and the beach at the same time. For now, Anastasia went to get this, which is what? Brioche col tuppo. I don't know what that is. Apparently, I'm not from here, but look, we're having, this is granita. It's like a sort of ice cream, but not. And then we're having this on the beach. So nice. This is what she needs, this thing. So you got this, and then you a bagna. A bagna, then you a bagna. This is what the Sicilians do in Sicily. So you have the granita, and what you do with this brioche? Like this. And then you eat. And you eat. Yes. It's really good. It's got chocolate chips. Giù, giù, non si attacca. Hi guys, we are in the best beach of Sicily. What's it called, Dani?
San Vito lo Capo.
Guys, it's like how long? 2 hours away?
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5 hours away, but the water is literally crystal clear. You can see fishes. Here, look at the view. It's so worthy, guys. It's super, super busy though. You have to come here. If you come here, you have to be here like very early, like maximum 10 a.m. you have to be here because look how busy it is already.
Especially in August.
Especially in August, guys. But the water is so worthy. Look, it's like Maldives water. Like so crystal clear. We see all the fish.
You can see my feet.
You can see it on feet. Of course, gelato time now. Wouldn't be in Italy if we wouldn't come with ice cream. Guys, right to the beach. So the beach is over there. You come to this one. It's called caldo freddo, which is a typical thing in San Vito. It's like you will see because we will order it. But if you come to San Vito, which is like literally the beach is there, you just cross over. It's like the first shop. It's called La Sirenetta, the mermaid. Please. So we'll show you what's a typical thing here, and it's so nice. Actually, I say that I haven't had this in so long, so I will be able to tell you as being connoisseur, food connoisseur. But this is very famous if you come. It's literally a bomb, but it's nice. Calories don't count on holiday.
Non ho mai ordinato tipo caffè. Non Giovanna aveva ordinato caffè, ha detto che si è ordinato caffè. Questo invece
Non è dannata, manco un video posso fare. Guys, the sisters are all finally out. They were all like going for dinner. Not for dinner, for like ice cream, and we're getting like typical Sicilian street food. As you can see, like I'm glistening, not because of highlighter, but it's literally sweat. The heat here is so different from like even Dubai. Even if like it's 30 degrees here, in Dubai it's 40, here it feels hotter because of humidity and like, honestly, you see how I'm sweating, like constantly sweating, like I swear. But anyway, we're about to enter the cafe. This is the place, guys. It's called like my sister, Alba. Alright, look how big that cannoli is. So, the infamous again. I feel like this is what we come for all the time. Oh, they got a new flavor. So this is our choice. Of course, pistachio is always there. We all got pistachio, and then I got like sette bellis, like a chocolate pistachio thing. And then there is basically the same, and they got some strawberry. And look, we got it in a bun. The diet is ruined. Who cares? So today I'm training my sister, super exciting. I'm first going to let her use the glute drive, aka the hip thrust machine. You have to secure the belt and then you have to position yourself in place, starting with your feet, also making sure that your knees are far away from each other, that you don't let them cave in, and you drive using your glutes. You want to squeeze your glutes and drive in all the way up, maintaining that forward gaze, the neck and chin tucked in as well. That's super important. This is not my favorite, to be fair. I prefer the barbell, the free weights for the hip thrust rather than the machine, because sometimes you can be stronger on the barbell, and here I feel like you can go a lot lower in weights because of the position of your feet. So I prefer normally the other ones, but I let my sister get used to the movement first because she's not even using a lot of weight anyway. Now this is a very important part because I wanted my sister initially to do a unilateral exercise, so I chose initially Bulgarian split squats, but she's actually a beginner. So as you can see, I made her try this exercise. Apart from the fact that her shoes are wrong, I always want you guys, if you can, to choose some shoes that are flat. So I'm teaching her how to lean forward and not to arch her back. It's important to always maintain a neutral spine and lean more forward in order to feel this exercise more in her glutes. She was struggling a little bit with the stance and also in general to do this exercise because this is a little bit more advanced exercise that you will want to do if you're a little bit more advanced. So a little trick that I did for her after she tried a couple of times, and I actually decided her to try something a little bit different for a beginner. So I went ahead and grabbed a plate, and it still elevates this way your foot, but is a lot less complicated in terms of keeping your balance because the bench obviously is a lot higher. As you can see how she's feeling a lot more secure and comfortable doing this exercise now. Obviously she's got work to do because it's her first time ever doing this exercise, so she needs to get used to it, and I was trying to correct her as much as possible. But in general, when you are doing something new, an exercise, it's normal not to get it straight away. A common fault that she was doing is to lean too much forward, in the sense that she's putting all the weight on the forward leg, but instead you have to imagine that you're sinking below, okay? You're sinking in the back leg more, and this is something that you'll get the more you practice, the better really with this sort of exercises as well. Now this is one of my favorite exercises, and I'm here demonstrating to my sister how to do it. You want to position yourself in front of the machine, okay? Take a couple of steps backwards, okay? And then you want to kick diagonal. It's not backwards, guys. I feel like with this, because there's so many different types of kickbacks, so many of you get confused. So you want to overpass the leg that is on the floor, okay? And then you want to kick laterally on a diagonal. Imagine tilting your foot and kicking using your glutes, okay? You want to use the power of your glutes to move the weight. Don't use anything else, okay? You can also grab the cable machine for more support. Then it was time for my sister to try, and she actually did it right, okay? I had to correct her a little bit. It's important to first of all tilt, okay? Like I was saying, you don't want to kick backwards. You want to almost go on an angle, okay? And also important not to keep your leg too straight, okay? Trying to keep your leg a little bit bent, okay? And use your glutes to really feel the exercise. You want to drive the movement using your glutes. Your glutes are nice and strong, okay? So you have the power to lead the movement with your glutes. And after a couple of tries, she actually felt it and she managed to do it right. So I was quite happy with that. And this is one of my favorite glute isolation exercises because it proper focuses on the squeezing of your muscle. For this exercise, you have to position the padding low enough so that it doesn't restrict your movement and you can go down. But also it's super important that you remember how you do this exercise. You want to make sure that you use your glutes to lead the movement. So imagine that the moment you go down, okay, you're going down and your glutes are relaxing, okay? So you're stretching your glutes there in the stretch position. This is when you're controlling your body weight down. And then when you're going up is you're basically squeezing your glutes and bringing your body back up. So it's your glutes that do all the movement. I don't want you to use any other muscle. You want to try and focus this exercise specifically on your glutes. It's your glutes that work really hard to bring your body back up. So it's all about the squeezing. This is why this exercise is so good, because it focuses on the squeezing of your muscle. You want to go low enough, stretching, and then going back up again. And of course, very quickly, then we finished off the session with some stretching. As you can see, we're both very tight, because especially if you lead a sedentary life and you spend the majority of your time sat down, which I'm sure that most of you will be guilty of, amore, super important that you actually dedicate 5 to 10 minutes to stretching, okay? We're doing some hip mobility work, for example, here for our tight hips, also hamstrings, very very tight. And then also our neck, especially if you lean forward towards a laptop, is super important. If you have specific issues or problems, by the way, this is how I tailor my coaching. Okay, so I will analyze you from A to Z. We will know exactly what your issues are, and we will help you to use specifically as an individual to actually see some very good results. So whether you have mobility issues or if you want to work specifically on health, fat loss, or glute and bunda work, of course, this is why I'm here for. We will watch you online one-on-one, so we make sure that you do the form right, because like you can tell, this is why I spend so much time with my sister helping her out, because it's so important that you get your form right. Otherwise there is no point in doing an exercise. So we will be watching you in real time, even if you're online. So if you want to know a little bit more about how we will be working together, make sure you inquire by the form in the description below, and I will see you over there. So Alba, how you found the session? You liked
It was
it?
nice, but
Yes.
I think to do more exercise.
Yeah, slowly. You have to do it slowly. The more
Thank
you
you,
do it,
Chiara. She was
yes.
nice.
Guys, if you want me to train you, as always, don't forget link in bio over there, because if anyone can do it, even if you're a beginner, don't get discouraged, because anyone else can do it. My sister smashed it today, so you guys are gonna vouch for her. You're gonna do it every week, right?
Yes.
You
I will
promise
try.
to everyone.
I
Don't be
try.
lazy.
My word.
Right? Right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up now, but I'll see you next time with another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao.